Adam Chris from MyMMAnews.com, being joined by Christian Dexter, who is taking on Jared Jones at USKA Fight Night in just a couple of days on October 5th, and it's going down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. First, I got to thank my man, Christian. I appreciate you taking the time this close to your bout, man. We're just a couple days away. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for asking. Yeah, and of course I'll always make the time. It's great to be here.
Man, so we're just a couple of days away. First and foremost, I got to ask, you have a smile on your face? You must not be cutting too much weight, right?
Oh, definitely not. So I'm actually fighting up from my walking weight to meet Jared. It was agreed upon. The guy who reached out to me. We set a weight, and I was like, yeah, I'll meet it there.
Oh, what's the weight set at?
So we're fighting at 150.
Oh, okay, nice. So do you feel any difference in not having the weight cut per se? Do you feel a little bit better that you're moving up? Do you feel more comfortable?
Definitely, it's less stressful. I mean, keeping the weight on. It's obviously can't eat whatever I want, but it's I don't have to worry about the food, drinking a lot of water, sweating it out, and stuff like that. But yeah, I feel good. I don't feel like the weight's too much. I don't feel sluggish at all. So it's a good. I'm happy with where I'm at.
So what do you know about Jared Jones exactly? I mean, you guys are both coming up on the rise. There isn't too much footage on either one of you, but for what little there is, what do you know about him? What do you take away?
So Jared and I have been a part of. So what we're doing is part of the NAFMA KO series, where we're trying to bring sport karate fighters into the full contact arena through USKA.
Nice.
And so Jared and I have both been in the sport karate world for a long time, and we actually were on NAFMA Team USA together through that, so we know each other through that.
Oh, wow.
Been through a lot of tournaments together, trained together, so yeah, we've been side by side for a long time, but it's a different arena, different rule set, different style.
Wow, since you know each other so well, I guess you could say, does that make it a little awkward to compete against someone that you know? Would you say you're friends?
I definitely would. I mean, I wouldn't say we're close friends. I mean, I know we've traveled together, we've been to tournaments together, we hang out, with the other athletes and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's just business. Again, I'm going in there to fight. I don't care who's across from me. I'm going to do my job and see how it goes.
So, since you're bringing the sport karate world into like the different venues, what's your be all the end of that? Because as it seems, there's not a lot of karate that goes into combat sports these days. You have your random like Lyoto Machidas, you have your Wonder Boy Thompsons, but it's not really prevalent in modern day martial arts. And do you have any reason why you think that might be?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I have the tremendous utmost respect for traditional martial arts. I mean, I've been in that for what now, 17 years.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Greater part of your life.
I wouldn't be who I am without it. Discipline, the technique, the control, all that stuff. But again, it's a different rule set. You get up against a guy who, like think of some
Oh,
game. You get up against a boxer.
yeah.
So like Taekwondo or traditional Korean martial arts, you get up against a boxer who knows how to punch.
Yeah.
You haven't trained that before, so I definitely think it's an adjustment, but I think it can be useful. I mean, like you said, there are Sage Northcutt, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, Machida, stuff like that. Like it's been used.
Yeah.
It's effective when you know how to do it right. But again, it's like MMA is about bringing together, or kickboxing, or all these different styles is about bringing together the best of everything. You go up against a boxer that doesn't know how to kick, they're not going to be very successful in the kickboxing arena.
Now, do you know enough about your opponent to know where he's been training for the fight? Because if I'm not mistaken, you've had your you've had your traditional karate, you've had your boxing classes, you've done multiple facets as far as your training goes. Do you know much about his training?
Because we were so close in sport karate, I actually do know his trainer, and I have trained with him before. Utmost respect for him too. Shannon Bogan, great guy, knows what he's talking about. So I'm not taking anything lighthearted because this is Jared's debut. I know he's going to come out strong with solid technique.
Yeah. So have you been training for Jared's style? Obviously, it's in a different venue, a different sport altogether with the kickboxing and everything like that. But have you been training for his style because you do know him so well?
Not at all, really, because
really,
I do know that it's a different thing, and if
yeah.
I mean, if you come out in a sport karate style and expect to fight with a sport karate style without adjusting it at all, I mean, I think that's a downfall. I mean, I think any traditional kickboxer will, kick the legs. You can't do that in traditional karate. And so that's something right away that's different. So I've been trying to not really let my past experiences influence that and try and sway me one way or the other, just because I know I've never seen him kickbox before.
Right.
It's a completely different thing. It's like, oh, I can beat him in basketball, so that means I can beat him in soccer. Like, I think, they're different things.
Right. Now I got to ask about when you're going into this bout with Jared. Your debut was earlier this year. It was in January, and you were on the losing end of it. But it is what it is. Do you feel a little bit more pressure going into this fight to get that win to even the?
Yeah, definitely more pressure. I mean, no one wants to go 0-2 when they're, no one wants to do that. Yeah, it was terrible to lose, but I look at it as a great learning experience. Like I told Gary earlier this week, I went in with that first fight just trying to see where I was, see what techniques I had, see what sport karate could do for me in the full contact arena. And I think of it as a great learning experience, and now I know what to do and get in there next time.
So if you had to be so bold, man, like this guy, but I always ask this question because I always like to see the answer. You have a prediction. How do you get it done?
How do I get it done? I mean, like I said, Jared's a fighter. Jared has always been a fighter. He's military. I mean, I know the guy he's training with, so I'm not going in there lighthearted. I'd love to say I'd predict a knockout, but I know Jared's got a strong chin. I know Jared punches hard. I could easily get knocked out as well. So I just think having this be his first fight, that I think the result will be shocking.
Awesome. Well, that's it. The result will be shocking, and I can't wait to see it, man. I look forward to this bout, and as you know, my MMA News will be there on site for live results in case family or friends or anybody can't get out there. But final thing, anybody you want to throw out there to thank, support, sponsors, as far as family, friends, coaches, floor's yours, brother.
Of course, yeah. Well, first off, of course, my lovely parents, my mom and dad. I mean, I wouldn't be where I am in the martial arts without them taking me to class when I was younger, always pushing me to go when I didn't want to go,
Yeah.
I thank them for that. Of course, my girlfriend, she's super supportive. She will be there as well. And to be honest, my younger brother, he's been a big part of this. He's not a fighter, but he's an analyst of fighting. So
Nice.
He loves the sport, loves to talk about the sport with me. So just great to have all those guys next to me.
Awesome for the support. That's great, man. Well, look, man, Christian, I appreciate your time. Best of luck this Saturday, and we will see you fight night, man.
Thanks. You too. See ya.
There he goes, Christian Dexter, ahead of his bout with Jared Jones at USKA Fight Night, taking place just this Saturday, October 5th. And you will see Christian making his second appearance in the ring, and it's all going down in the name of sport karate making its way into kickboxing, ladies and gentlemen. For Christian, I am Adam Chris. Keep it locked to MyMMAnews.com for all your fight news needs. Thanks again, Christian. I really appreciate it.